What up, guys? Slangcast. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I just want to talk a little bit about the iPhones that are coming out. The iPhone 12, 4 different models, 5.4-inch iPhone 12, 6.1-inch iPhone 12, and then the Pro models, the 6.1-inch version of the iPhone 12 Pro, and then the 12 Pro Max, 6.7 inches. Leaks and rumors have been out for a while. We know we're getting the new designs, the new build quality, right? The new squared edges, which is cool. This is the dummy phone of the 12 Pro Max. And as far as design goes, I'm excited about it, right? iPad Pro design style with the squared off edges, reminiscent of the iPhone 4, 4S, 5, 5S, the first gen SE, my favorite designs on any iPhones. So I'm excited about that. We know we're going to get an upgraded processor. We know we're going to get an upgraded camera, a LiDAR sensor, which I don't really care about. I could care less about a LiDAR sensor. I don't care about it on my iPad Pro. But we've just gotten confirmation last week that we're not getting 120 hertz refresh rate. And people are freaking out. People are going crazy, both in the tech community and outside of the tech community. And I, for one, I really don't care. I really don't. There are more important things to worry about than if we're getting 120 hertz refresh rate on an iPhone. Would it have been nice? Yeah, of course. It would have been great. The iPad Pro, 120 hertz. The Note 20 Ultra, 120 hertz. My old OnePlus 7 Pro was running at 90 hertz. I would have been happy with 90 hertz refresh rate on the new iPhone 12s. But you guys have to understand one thing. Apple does not lead in innovation any longer. And it's been a long time since they have. Apple waits. And when they do release a product, whether it's software, hardware, whatever it is, it's perfect. And if we can't get a perfect running iPhone with really good battery life because of the 120 hertz, they're not going to give it to us. Now, it would have been nice. They've had plenty of time to get it right. Unfortunately, they don't think it's right. They don't think it's perfect, so we're not going to get it. And yes, I would have liked it, and it would have probably made me upgrade, but now I'm not going to. Since it's not going to have it, it's not going to be much different than the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but I'm not freaking out about it. I'm not pissed off about it. I really don't care either way. We all know with Apple's own silicon, with iOS, their software and their hardware combined, we know how efficient and how smooth Apple devices run. Whether it's an iPad or an iPhone, they just run perfectly. They do. And smooth as hell. And it's only 60 hertz refresh rate. Keep that in mind. No iPhone has even had 90 hertz refresh rate. So the fact that we're not getting 120, okay, maybe you shouldn't call it a Pro, right? Maybe it should be go back to Plus. Don't call it the iPhone 12 Pro Max because it doesn't have a lot of Pro features compared to what else is out there in today's market. But it's going to be a great phone. The chip, the A14, it's going to be a beast. It's going to be the best chipset on the market. It's going to be one of the best cameras on any phone, hands down. We all know that. The 11 Pro Max still, last year's model, still takes the best video. So we know the video quality is going to be amazing. It's going to be a great phone. And those that are looking to upgrade because of the build, the new design, I'm all for it. I'm super excited to try it out, to play with it. I'll go to Best Buy, check it out, play with it. Maybe I'll trade in or sell a couple phones to get it, but I'm not going to go run out and just go get it. It's not that much different besides the build quality. Well, the build, not even the quality, but just the design, the overall design. It's not going to be much different than last year's iPhones. Now, with 120 hertz refresh rate, it would have changed that a little bit for me, but we don't have it. I'm not pissed off about it. I could care less because I know it's still going to be a very smooth experience. I've been using the Note 20 Ultra since it was released. I just recently, about 2 days ago, switched over to the Pixel 4a so I can do my review on it. But I still have my iPhone 11 Pro Max. I have it right here, and I still use it around the house, right? I'll pick up different phones around the house and still use it here. And every time I go back to it, it's still smooth. It's still just as smooth, in my opinion, to any other phone. Whether it's 120 hertz, 90 hertz, you can tell the difference here and there when you use a 120 hertz phone for a while. But the iPhone, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad experience at 60 hertz by any means. So if you're freaking out about not having 120 hertz, you kind of got to get over it. You really do. It's not that big of a deal. Next year, you're guaranteed to get it. It's coming, and it will be perfect once Apple drops it. But apparently, maybe it would have affected the battery life too much. I'd rather have a 60 hertz phone that can get me all day, can get me all through the day with battery life, than to have 120 hertz and I'm charging my phone up halfway through the day. So we're going to get it. It's just a matter of time. So get over it. There's more important things to worry about than if we are getting 120 hertz on an iPhone. But I agree, it shouldn't be called the Pro Max maybe, or the Pro. Change the name because we're not getting all of the Pro features. There's a lot of features we're going to get, like the LiDAR sensor, that I could care less about. So it is what it is. If you guys are one of the people that are pissed off about it, look, I understand. But you kind of got to realize Apple, they are perfectionists. They really are. And they're not going to give us anything unless they think it's perfect. Whether or not we think it's perfect already is irrelevant. If they don't think it's perfect, we're not going to get it. And it doesn't matter what it is, right? New AirPods, the iPad, the new iPad that's coming out, the headphones we've been waiting for, the AirPod Studios. If they're not perfect, we're not going to get it. The new Macs, right, with Apple's own silicon, those are going to be perfect before they're released. That's just how Apple does it. And for the most part, they are very successful at it. So be patient. It's kind of what I'm saying. You got to be patient. When we get it, it will probably be the best 120 hertz display on any phone. And it will be probably the smoothest because Apple's software is already insanely smooth. So keep that in mind. Again, if you guys are freaking out about it, I understand, but just know you got to be patient. It's coming, and when Apple does drop it, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. Look, I have 120 hertz on my Note 20 Ultra, and the battery life does suffer when I use it. So there are reasons we're not getting it. It's unfortunate. The iPhone 12, it's still going to sell out like crazy. They're still going to sell millions of phones, no matter what version it is. The regular 6.1, the 5.4, the big boy, the 12 Pro Max are still going to do really well. But it is what it is. A lot of noise going on right now in the tech community because of it. But just be patient, guys. It's coming. We'll get it next year. We'll get a better new phone next year. But the iPhone 12 is coming. It's going to be a great phone. New design, new processor, new chip. It's going to be fantastic. So that's it. Just a quick drop, a quick video drop, quick thoughts about what is going on with the new release for the iPhones and what people are going through because of the news with the refresh rate. So that's it for the video, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.